What's up, guys? Welcome back to another amazing episode of the Third Person Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kris. As you can tell, my name's under my body. And the guys next to me, you can tell their names are under their bodies. And we got Jesse and we got Mike.
Yes.
So what's going on, guys? We are Third Person. This is the Third Person Podcast. We are talking Fear the Walking Dead. We're doing episode number 13 in Season 2, entitled Date O Death. No, it's Date O Death. Date O apostrophe death. This is episode 13, guys, season 2, and well, we have some things to say about this episode right here. So why don't we just jump right into it? Jesse, it's your turn to recap. So go on.
Alrighty, so we start off here. We get to see a little bit of the hotel. We got people coming into the hotel, rather up to the gate. You see Travis trying to make his way through the crowd up to Madison at the gate. Madison lets him in. She questions him, hey, where's Kris? What's happened? Oh, God, no, what's going on? Wow. So we get a flashback there. We got Travis and Kris. A lot of stuff happens there. You get some people shot. Some people end up dying. You get to learn the name of the guy that, got shot 2 episodes ago.
2 episodes, yeah.
So, yeah. And then at the end of the episode, we get a little bit of Alicia and Madison time. We get more Madison and Travis time, which we don't need more of. And we get a little bit of a preview as what's going to happen next week at the very end of the episode. And that involves Chris's group of James and them. So.
Yes, Brandon.
Yeah.
So, Eric.
So that was that.
Any thoughts there about what happened between Travis and Kris, guys?
Yeah, let's just go right into it, man.
Yeah, pretty short and sweet. Who's hitting it off first?
I know Jesse's got a rant on it. If you don't want to,
I'll save my rant for the end.
You want to save your rant to the end?
Here's the thing with these guys. So the scene, basically, the whole thing plays out is that they shot. Travis helps the kid, right? And
yeah,
he. First of all, I fucking hate those guys. Those college kids, I fucking hate them. They're fucking annoying. They're so dumb. They think they fucking know everything. They're so, oh my God. And it's like, just shut up, Like, I would not want to be Travis in the situation. Travis has some first aid training. He fucking stitches the guy back up, tries to save their friend. They're not even thankful for it. They don't give a shit. They're about to kill the guy anyway because that's what they did to their friend, because his friend got bit and sick and they killed him. They shoot this kid in the head and he didn't give him a chance to heal. Meanwhile, the whole damn time, Kris is being a stupid bitch and disrespecting his dad. Like,
fuck Kris.
Just the disrespect. The disrespect there, man, was beyond anything that I could handle. So,
yeah,
multiple times I screamed out, "Please, for the love of God, somebody kill Kris!"
I know, man. It's
yeah.
Fucking, so I don't know. So the whole. I gotta say it though again before we jump further into it is just. I say it every episode, but is it good writing or is it shit writing? That it's making us feel like, it's making me feel like, God damn it, I hate them. I hate them. I hate those characters. But it's not the actors, it's the actual characters. Like, so I can't tell if it's like they're just doing they're doing really well in creating scenes that I'm just like, I fucking hate you, I want you all to die. Or is it the story?
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell. I just can't tell.
Yeah.
It pretty much anytime I see Lorenzo Henry's face, who plays Kris, I want to punch him in it because either he's doing very good.
Open your eyes, man. They're like, he's like this, like half closed. He's like,
yeah.
I have a lot of emotion,
he's
Dad.
Like half closed, half open. I'm such an angsty teen.
I'm so angsty,
no,
Dad.
He's annoying.
You're a cunt.
He's very annoying.
All right, so what's like the main thing? Here's the main thing that was supposed to come out of that. You have Travis's way and you have Chris's way. All right? Get my hands in there. Kris thinks he fucking knows how to live in this world. All right? That's what Kris thinks. He's adamant about it. I know this is who I am, Dad. Everyone used to call me whatever, but this is who I really am. Dad, your way doesn't work. That's what he said. Your way doesn't work. When you have Travis on the hand saying, trying to show his son there is a better way. Like you mentioned, we find out Elias was the guy's name. He goes in after he buries the guy. He finds out his name. He tells his son his name was Elias. That's the man you killed. That's what I want you to do. I want you to. He says you have no remorse. Where is your remorse? Well, this is how it is, Dad. I'm sorry, not for nothing. You have a human like that. If this was any normal time, that human would be a serial killer. that would be a person that would be labeled as a serial killer. Am I wrong?
No, and it was so fast.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that
that's
goes.
why. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's my point. That's the whole thing. No,
You just
you're
changed
you're a
so
fucking
fast.
serial killer, kid. You're a serial killer. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. All right.
Yeah, and Travis tells him,
Yeah.
Travis tells Kris, you murdered that man. Show you, like you said, show some remorse. Kris obviously feels like he needs these guys. He says he needs these guys, and I mean, it's just he's just following these guys within a couple days, just like Travis said. He was my friend and all this kind of bullshit.
It's like, he's not your friend.
He
You
slaps,
idiot.
and I remember, he slapped. That was beer that he slaps
Yeah.
out of his freaking. Like, come on, dude. You can't even drive. You're sitting there, you're thinking you're the shit. You're drinking
He's
beer.
15 years old, man. Like,
Yeah.
man, this is the world, Dad.
He sets up his fucking
You
dad.
fucking idiot.
I
After
would smack him for not
Oh
wearing
my!
my
And you
God.
can see that coming. That was bad acting right there. You
Dude.
can see that coming from like a fucking. First, I'm like, is he doing something to the food?
Yeah,
that he-
yeah. Well, the dad thought
Right?
that too, right? He looked at it. He's like, nah.
He looked at it. He put it down to the side, but you kind of saw where Kris was when they were coming into the embrace. Like it was like,
What
number
a
one,
piece of
Travis would
shit.
fucking grab that kid and toss him. Like he would not be strong enough to hold his bear hug his dad and
I
throw him.
know.
Yeah,
But
it
you
was.
know what
it
though?
was,
You gotta if you're gonna like defend that. Travis is probably really just fucked in the head. He's like, I can't believe I'm losing my son.
he
Listen,
is.
that's a hard thing to have
He
to
felt
like.
guilty. He still felt guilty.
He felt guilty, and then he's thinking about his kid's mom. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm failing her. I'm failing her. I'm failing
I
him.
let down.
This guy is just at this point, he's beside himself. He doesn't. So I understand that, like, he's hugging him, he's embracing him, he's holding him down. He's probably just like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Why is my son doing this? And meanwhile, then he's got a gun to his head. It's like, and that whole thing made my chest just like, oh my God, like,
Yeah.
I couldn't.
And then afterwards, still like, can I talk to my son when they were packing up the truck?
yeah,
And
man,
after
like-
after Brandon kills James, which I thought was like, I mean, he's a loving father, and obviously we saw that. He says finally when he meets Madison that the last thing I told my son was "God damn you."
He didn't
and
say
it
I
wasn't
love you.
my-
He's like, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
like,
and that
damn,
whole speech
yeah.
got Madison into thinking what her relationship and Alicia is all about.
She immediately
Yep.
was like, I gotta go find my daughter. I'm right back.
I'm gonna
But,
talk to my daughter, and I gotta set shit straight.
Let's all right. Do we want to keep talking about the farm at all? Jess, anything on the farm?
I had one more thing.
Yeah.
There was when Travis was talking to James, they were talking about the guy.
that James.
His name
killed.
was Troy.
Yeah, the guy that James ends up killing because no one else. Could.
Brandon couldn't do it.
Right, he bitched out. Yeah.
After Brandon did it killed James. Brandon looked. There was like he was like, what did I do?
Yeah,
like the way he
yeah.
backed that way from
Yeah.
it and kind of. So I thought that was kind of like that might just. I think that just set him off. Like he's gonna be kind of ruthless now. I think
Yeah.
that kind of like flicked that switch, just like Chris's.
I can do it. Like in Brandon's own head, he's like, I can
Yeah,
do it.
now he's like, yeah.
now
and I
I'm
think
really a
that's
badass.
bad.
Now I'm really the badass of the group.
That's really. I mean,
Yeah.
What I have for that, and besides the fact that when Kris was leaving, I thought that was a good scene. I mean, obviously I think that Travis is a much better actor, but
Yeah, I mean,
it was a good scene. It was kind of cool. Like, Kris couldn't even look at him. Like Kris turned away when he screamed at him. So
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, just Kris is a douche.
He thinks that. I mean, you gotta realize that Kris has had it rough, and his parents split. Then his mom died. This all happened. People think he's fucking crazy. People think he's a psychotic, and in his head, he's like, I fit in with these guys. Yet he's not dumb, and he realizes that these guys could kill me at any time. He said it, so he knows that these guys could kill him at any time. Yet he still wants to be there because his way works, and that's fine. So. I can see the motivation. I get it. I see the motivation behind it,
Yep.
So, I mean, anything else with that scene?
Just the pedophile stashes. That was some of the
There's
most
no
god awful makeup
There's no
department
Dollar Shave
decision
Club
ever.
in the
Listen,
apocalypse.
well, you know what? They're fucking college kids. They're barely out of fucking college. They're not even out of college. They're probably like 19 years old, man. They're probably, and they've got no fucking facial hair, man. That's what happens.
Give them like
man.
stubble. Don't
know,
give them pedophile statues. They look like complete and utter idiots. Like, I swear, I couldn't take that scene serious.
Jesse, you told me you were like, it was, I
It was
barely got through
unbearable
it.
to
You
watch
barely
this
got through it, yeah.
episode because of all of the Kris content.
Well, you know what? Okay, so yeah, it was that whole thing had me, like I said, it had me all twisted up inside. But then when we went over to Travis and we started listening to Travis talk, that's when the episode got good. That's when the episode got good. And okay, I don't think Travis, I forget the actor's name. I mean, I don't think he's a great actor. He's, but I don't know. I really his speech, like, it really was like, wow, the character gets it. Like, it wasn't just like in most shows or movies that's like, I understand what you're saying now, Celia. I get it. I understand now.
I mean, like,
no, he was like, he went through all of it. He's like, when this happened, I thought this. I was wrong. When this happened, I thought this and did this. I was wrong. Then this happened and I did this. And I was like,
He's
all
guilt-stricken.
Right. He was like, but he laid it all out. He laid it all out. He went all the way back to the beginning. He's like, you didn't see Kris. He had such a big heart.
He was a good little boy.
I wish he would have had a little tear. Like, give me something more, because that, like, if I was giving that speech, I'd been fucking bawling. Like, just thinking about it, like, my son.
That's when he got to the hotel and he's talking to Madison.
Yeah. And that whole, but like I said, that whole speech was actually fantastic. Like I said,
no, it's not bad. It wasn't bad.
He really understood what happened. He really and I just really liked the exchange. He's like, listen, you're a parent, I'm a parent. Basically, he was like, we stopped being each other's partner and husband and wife, and it was about our kids. And you went with your daughter, and I went with my son. And I'm sorry,
exactly.
That's what happened, and I understand that now. And like, I mean, I won't go through any more of it, but the point is, I really enjoyed that section because it really showed they let the character actually be responsible and explain what was going on in his head. And I just really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
And that's really what brought on Madison having the talk with Alicia.
Yeah, she went.
Which was, she took, it was beneficial to her.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect that either. So what we're talking about, guys, is when Madison goes to Alicia and tells her, which, by the way, we can
how
get
much
back
she
to,
appreciates her.
Right. Well, put a pin in the fact that there are walkers on the beach. We'll get into that at the end, but so put a pin in that. All right.
Yeah, so let's go right from there, right from when Travis gets to the gate.
No, wait, yeah. No, I want it. Let's talk about Madison real quick. Let's talk about that little quick scene there, because again, that was another scene where you have one of the characters like laying it all out and being like, this is the deal. And so what I had wanted to say, because I said earlier, off camera, that I had something I want to talk about that, and I just want to briefly just say that, being a father, it's like, I'm always thinking about how to raise my kids and what's the best way to raise my kids. And when you get in a situation where you have one child that is sick or a troubled child, and then you have one that's not, what do you do? And I know from my life and my experience, I've had that in my family. There's been that situation, and I've seen how the people in my life had done that. I was young, so I didn't actually have a direct thing with that, but I was living in it when it was happening in all the years, and now the fallout from it all. You know what I'm saying? So it really brings up a really good talking point and an interesting thing where. So in my head, I'm like, if God forbid I'm ever in a situation where one of my kids needs that specific attention for whatever reason, I have to make sure that the other kid, I go over and am like, are you okay? What's up? What's going on in your life? How is this acting with, how are you acting in this? Like, how are you feeling with this whole thing? And because that was what happened. And I can understand Madison's and Travis's situation where it's like when you focus on that one kid, she said, "I thought you were okay," and she's
Yeah.
like, "I had to be."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you never want your kid to say that, guys. You never want your kid to say that. You know what I mean? Like, you almost fail them as a parent. You know,
Yeah.
and this is coming from someone who I practically raised myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand that from both ends. So I just,
Yeah.
being on a serious tone for a minute, like, I really wanted to put that out there because, if anything, this episode really, those particular two scenes, those parts were like, damn, that's, it's a pretty powerful stuff. So, I just enjoyed doing that. So, having said all that, those were basically the main. Oh, and the fact that we mention that she told Alicia that the dad killed himself, and the whole reason she talked to her about it was because she didn't want Nick to be like the dad, and so she had to watch the. And the dad,
she didn't want to give that information.
So the
to
dad
him.
killed himself because he didn't want to deal with Nick.
No, because he didn't want to deal with life.
Yeah,
But based on but it was having to do with Nick though, wasn't it? Or
No.
did I-
well,
was
the note. It was when Nick was in the rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's when they were supposed to come to the meeting when she first tells him. But I have the note said, "I love you all, but enough is enough." So whatever that means. I mean, I'm sure it's a part of it. If it's not just about
The guy was this. The guy was gone. Like at that point, and
Well,
Nick-
he'd sit and stare at the wall and TV and stuff, like not moving for hours, as she said.
Yeah. Madison, because she was reluctant to tell Alicia what the note said.
Right. Oh yeah.
She said, "Your father is a man of few words,
But he could
of
be
little
precise
words."
when he wanted to be.
Yeah, and that's what she was afraid of, about Nick being so similar. And she tells Alicia that too.
Yeah.
So it was,
I actually made a comment about that in my notes.
What's that?
So Nick, still referring to him as Voldemort, I was like, oh, he must have some powers over here in this world too, to quiet a room when he feels like it, and make everybody happy when he feels like it, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But that's I actually like that too because I know people like that where they can literally brighten up a room or they can literally bring the room down, and that's a powerful thing. Ow, my cat bit me. That's a ow, stop biting me. That's why.
Asshole.
He wants me to pet him, but he's biting me. But that's a powerful thing when someone can be like that. Like that's a presence, you know what I mean? And we know that because look what Nick's been doing. Nick comes into a colony and all of a sudden he's this not a messiah, but you get what I'm saying. Like he's something because of people just have that in them. Like even if they're fucked
charisma.
up, if they're fucked up, it's that charisma. So I don't know. Some of these characters are just really cool. Like getting into these characters is kind of pretty cool, So I mean, I think we hit.
Yeah, this doesn't need to be. Yeah, this is a pretty short and sweet
we really,
episode that we saw.
We all have a bunch of shit to say. I've got a bunch of observations. We all have some shit that we wanted to say just to round out the rest of the episode and just kind of tear some of the piece of it down. So, who wants to start? And Mike, you had started earlier. Where are we going to start? The gate? Are we going to the gate?
Yeah, we can go to the gate.
Go to the gate.
I mean, I think every one of us said the same thing about it's like well, number one, before when they were panning over, when the camera was panning over the group, they made them look like walkers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they do that a lot.
Shot, good stuff. Yeah.
It was cool, but they've been doing that a lot.
Yeah.
And they even do that in The Walking Dead a lot.
Yeah.
We were talking about what we were talking about last week.
You need that B-roll to make that 43 minutes.
About the guts. The guts. We were talking about donning the guts and how everybody does it. We see it a lot. We're starting to see that
walker shot, the walker
shot with humans. And we know already, people. We know what you're trying to do with these shots, but it's cool, whatever. Yeah. So I mean, just for that amount of people being at that flimsy kind of looking gate, that no one didn't just bum rush. How many people can we say that were there? Maybe 40 people, 30, 40 people.
Yeah, I was saying about the ballpark of 40 or 50.
He said at the end of the episode, he said when they let them in at the end, he said there was 42, I believe.
And that was like a parking garage or something they were in.
Well, they
right?
let them in and they put them in the parking garage because they just wanted to check them out. And
so just busting through. Like, I mean, I thought it was very unbelievable that they just didn't bust through. And,
what the hell?
One guy, not even two guys snuck in with Travis. Just Travis.
No one bum rushed, right? Like you are the worst survivors ever. Like, why would I even want you?
They probably figured, hey, we rush in, we die.
Maybe, but they didn't have any weapons though, did they?
They had baseball bats and stuff.
The hotel crew did.
I think they had like bats and sticks and pipes and stuff.
Okay, but what about why wouldn't some of them be smart enough to like, I'm gonna go around the side? There was like one little gate about 10 feet wide, and you're telling me,
well, they're leading you to the
complex. No one's gonna run around the entire complex and be like, I'll find a way in, motherfucker.
A bunch of stupid things in this episode.
Yeah, they're making us assume that they
fortified the entire place. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, we saw within a couple of days, that they started putting this gate in these and fortifying these walls themselves. So, I mean, like we said on the other episode, it's TV. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
I know.
But
we're the idiots that say talk about. But dude, what a shit show. I'm like, what a fucking shit show. Oh shit! And they're saying she's sorry. They said, oh, she didn't mean to turn it on, the sign and everything. She's sorry. She's sorry. And they're like, so what, asshole? Let us in. Like, are you fucking kidding me with this shit?
And it's a good point that you just brought up with the sign thing. It's like, why did Madison put the sign on in the first place? For Nick. Yeah. And what happened? She got Travis. So, in a way, I mean, it might get both of them back because, well, like I said I don't remember if it was the last episode or the episode before. I said that I think that hotel is gonna be like the pivotal spot, like that main spot.
Well, for now, it's the prison. It's their prison.
Yeah, for the season or whatever we're gonna do, however long they're gonna be there for. That it's gonna be that main spot, and then eventually everybody is gonna gravitate toward it. Yeah. So we see now that. In the trailers, in the next week's episode, kind of in the sneak peeks, that Nick is negotiating or speaking with these guys. However, he got there. If the gang members are brought him there by force, or if they said we're gonna meet up, we're gonna talk about what's going on, but kind of made threats that they're gonna take like the colony. Right? Yeah. Is that what we got? Or
no. All right. Look.
Or is it the hotel they were talking about? Because they don't know about the hotel yet. So I'm assuming that they.
Dude, I couldn't make hide nor fucking tail out of that fucking trailer, dude. I was like, I watched it twice. I'm like, I have no fucking. Even the words Strand said, he just said random shit. Went over here, said more random shit. I'm like, that was a really poorly cut fucking preview. I have no fucking clue. What's
on
happening.
Purpose, obviously, because next week's our last 2 episodes.
Yeah,
2 more?
2 hours.
Okay.
2 hours
so
next
last
week
is the finale.
Next week.
Next week, we got 3
3
hours
hours
worth of shows.
Yeah, and Westworld. Well, Westworld is Saturday, isn't it?
Sunday.
Westworld's Sunday.
Is it? They're both Sunday?
Yep.
Both of them Sunday.
Oh, shit. All right. Yeah. But, I mean, so it looks like we're going to see the gang going after... because he said something. Because they kind of made it muted a little bit the way the was talking, right? Yeah. So it kind of makes it seem like they're gonna go after the colony, and we also see Chris's gang.
The guys that he went with a bunch of other people dragging another body.
Are there, and then it looks like they're in the garage, and that's when you hear Travis say Nick. Yeah. I mean, no, not Nick. I'm sorry. I always mix those guys up. Kris. Yeah. And so it seems like that's going to be the threat at the hotel, and then the threat at the colony is going to be the gang.
I guess, but all right. So whatever. So we'll see what happens. It's the last thing. I mean, all right. So we can end this real soon. I just had a couple of observations. I don't know if you guys had the same observations, but so a couple things. One was the fact that the show we see obviously takes place in 2010.
God dang it, you took one of mine.
Okay, no, but that's fine. I figured one of us was going to say it. So.
Well, that's Walking Dead too. That's when it started.
Yeah. It started in 2010, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So in The Walking Dead, they're what? It's 2012.
Now it's
Um,
like 2.5 years, right? Didn't you
So,
say
like,
exactly?
2012.
yeah, they're
right?
like 1.7 or 2.7 years. Let me double check real
Yeah.
quick.
So a little bit ahead.
And then another thing while you're checking that is I noticed. Did you guys notice Travis's tramp stamp?
Oh,
When he was taking a shower, they showed he's got on his lower back. He's got this ginormous tribal-looking thing. So, is that from his tribe, Jesse? You had said that
Probably
they were
from his tribe.
Yeah, that's good.
right? He's got a fucking tramp stamp. It's a tramp stamp. Go look at it. It's a tramp stamp. But dude, it's like, I just pulled my fucking earphones out of my ear.
I don't pay attention to dudes' lower backs. So.
Coming from somebody that's very heavily inked. It doesn't matter what you have on your lower back.
No, I'm calling it a tramp stamp because of the location, guys.
No,
But
it's a tramp
I guess
stamp.
that.
It is.
But I guess that's. I don't know if that's actually on the actor or they did that because he's supposed to be from a tribe.
No, that would be.
Can you
that
go lay
would
down,
be.
man? Go.
Yeah, that
Sorry,
would be.
I yelled at my cat. He's
show.
like, it's relentless. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's everything. That's everything I had this episode.
1.7 years, by the way.
Okay, so it's 2011, almost 2012.
Yeah, pretty much close to 2012 at this point in time.
Yeah. So you figure whatever if it's 7 months, so they're supposed to be in July of 2000.
It started in. When did it start? It had to have been.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess it doesn't matter.
You know,
started like mid-June probably.
June or something like that of 2010. So yeah, they're probably just in that same
2012ish area.
Yeah, beginning kind of, could we ever see snow on Walking Dead? Would that be so cool? Can we ever do that?
We might get to this season, because they're in DC.
I know it gets cold. I mean, the breaks are always when it's like the winter months.
Yeah.
Because they film in Georgia and we don't get snow here.
I know, but come on, you have a budget. Shoot some friggin'. Well, I mean, they haven't been in Atlanta now for a little while. You know.
Well, the main reason is because we have filming rights here, and they get taxed less here if they film here and stuff. So
yeah,
that
more
the main
some
studios
fake
for
snow
AMC's.
around.
Yeah.
You can make it look like anything.
Oh yeah, you can definitely make it look like anything. Anything else, guys? I think that's.
I got some notes here.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, shoot.
Did you rant?
First thing, any more of the crybaby crap? We could turn this into a soap opera. That being said, when like Travis is over there pouring his heart out, I had enough of his and Chris's and all that, and I was just like, "Please, Madison, push him off the balcony." And I thought she was at one point.
I thought he might jump.
I was thinking he might jump, like after she left, and he'd be like,
later. He's gonna pull a friggin'.
He's gonna pull a Steve. Good old
When
Steve.
she turned around for a quick second and then came back, I was like, either she's gonna jump or she's gonna push him. Either way, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I can't blame Madison's husband for killing himself because like she's so whiny.
Wow.
I had a lot of hate for this episode.
You did, man. Wow. Yeah, you really did.
Hey, damn right you did.
It started off with Kris, and that set me in a bad mood for the episode. I mean, I have, like I said earlier, please kill Kris. Please kill Kris. Oh, for the love of God, please kill Kris. Hey, hopefully that's the last we see of Kris. I hate his character with a passion. God dang it, no, it's not. Jesus Christ, why? And at the beginning, I was hoping Travis was like, oh yeah, I had to shoot Kris.
I know, yeah. No. I thought he was gonna be like, I had to shoot him, but
Yeah.
But did anybody else catch how resourceful Travis is? Hey, he's a lit teacher who happens to be, first aid trained.
Well, it was
and all sorts of
explained
stuff.
pretty
Explain
good, though.
that.
Yeah, that's a good explanation.
I think
for that.
the craziest part of that is the fact that he just found the fucking sewing box like within like a minute of walking
I'm
into
saying he's just so resourceful.
He is.
Yeah.
But like you said, Mike, like you're always saying, it's a TV show. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They can do whatever
Yeah.
the fuck
And they have
want.
to. They got to push things along.
He could have been like, I was a seamstress back in my fucking.
I was a cobbler.
Our
See, I
last
would've
name
believed
means
that.
one who knows how to sew. Yeah.
But I have some facts here for you. We was wanting to know what Travis's real name is, and I can't believe I didn't realize it. Cliff Curtis.
Yeah.
He played in things such as True Lies,
Yep.
Collateral Damage,
Yep.
Three Kings,
Oh
Blow.
shit!
Yep.
True Lies.
Yeah, he was the main guy. He was
Columbiana,
the main
Live
bad guy.
Free or Die Hard.
No.
Yep.
That just messed
Yep.
me up. There.
Yep.
The Crimson Jihad.
Yeah.
The guy that was on the friggin' missile.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh shit.
And I didn't realize it at first. I was like, I know his name. I
That's
can't
some
think of his
shit.
name.
Yeah.
He was also in Training Day.
Yep. He's
Wow,
been in a
all
lot of
right.
shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, and you
That's
know what?
cool.
You know what else? You know what? This episode, it must have been a real windy day because there was so much ADR in this fucking episode, and it looked and sounded bad to me. It was a lot of ADR, like their mouths, like it just wasn't good. The episode wasn't sound wise wasn't great. You know.
Everything took place near the ocean in this episode. And
I know.
I was so tired of it.
I know.
It's like, if I hear one more wave crashing from 2 stories up on a balcony, like 300 yards away, I don't know what I'm going to do.
So real quick, there were walkers on the beach again, so they're gonna have to deal with that apparently.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That riptide didn't work there, Alicia.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe not all for all of them. You know, I guess we'll see that too.
Yeah.
You know.
Anything
never
else,
safe.
guys? You got any?
Oh, you're never safe.
Nope.
Oh well,
Never
actually, the date of death, the name of the episode was obviously February 12th, which was the birth date of
Kris.
Kris
Elias?
and Elias.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the man that Kris killed had the same date of birth.
And they talked
Yeah.
about that for a quick second. They said
he's like, he don't
said there'll be
care.
coincidences. And
Yeah, he
Kris
said you
is a
don't. Yeah,
douche.
don't. Yeah.
Hashtag Kris is a dick.
Hashtag. That's our hashtag this week. Hashtag Kris is
Yeah.
a douche.
I mean, I love this show for what it's worth, but episodes like this, where you just centralize around the character that I hate to death at this point.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that a good? Are they doing good then? Because you really.
I don't know, because I kind of want to tune in next week to get my fill of not Kris.
Here's the thing. If there's one thing this show is really good at is viewers like us passionately liking or disliking these characters. On The Walking Dead, it's different. It's like, oh yeah, that character's cool. Oh, that character's bad. But I don't hate the character. Even the governor. That guy was
still like
awesome.
the governor.
That was
Yeah.
fucking amazing. He was a maniac, but he was amazing. You
Yeah.
know?
I hated
Merle was
Andrea.
amazing.
Well, you hated Andrea, yeah. It's like Shane too.
Although
Shane was
except
such a
Andrea-
good actor,
Oh, yeah.
but Shane
Oh,
was a
dude.
fucking
Andrew's
asshole.
the only one on that show that I was like, I fucking hate you. I hate your face.
I started
hate
getting
you.
annoyed with what's his name?
T-Dog?
No,
Dale?
Dale. After a while,
Yeah.
with his
The
we
moral
gotta-
compass.
with the
Yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah. So,
what's his name?
But think about that, though.
the
Think
kid
about
that fell off the fucking. What the hell was his name? The kid that got his
Randall.
leg stabbed. That Randall.
Oh,
The whole
yeah,
Randall
yeah.
thing. That was a little annoying. Like that, they dragged that a little bit, but.
Yeah.
You can't. Don't compare. Don't compare these two.
No, but that's
shows.
what I'm saying, though. There's only a couple characters in a cast of triple the size of
Yeah.
this show. And in this show, it's like every character we feel more either good, bad, or hate for these characters than we actually do for those characters. So my mind's a little blown by that. And again, is it because it's the way they've written them? Like they're just like, here are some
We've
shitty
made a
idiots.
more personal connection with them. We saw them before everything went south. We
And
saw them
what
in
a
their
bunch of
homes.
fucking idiots they were before. And anyway, so
Eh.
but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put on record and say, irregardless of all that, is it irregardless or regardless?
Regardless.
I don't know.
Regardless.
Regardless of all that, I enjoy it. I enjoy having these feelings for these people, even that I hate them. You know, I enjoy it because
All except Kris.
it gets you involved. No, I enjoy hating that kid. I enjoy the fact that he's on the show. They got that actor, and he acts like that. Fuck you. All right. I enjoy it though
Kris is a
because
douche.
it's like, oh my god, I fucking hate you. I want you to fucking get your face fucking sliced off. You know. Anyway, I'll digress. Guys, we're almost
That
there.
ends this episode of.
We're almost there, guys. All right. And we've got one more big episode coming up. And then, so after our next episode is up, then the day after that, what we're planning on is Westworld, and you're going to have our first Westworld video up.
Yes.
We're psyched after that. So Westworld, we're going to get, a couple weeks of Westworld, and then we're going right into The Walking Dead as well.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're going to skip our normal Tuesday upload and go straight to Wednesday for Westworld because
Yes.
Walking Dead's going to take the Tuesday slot.
Yep.
and we don't want to, get people like, oh, hey, it's out 2 Tuesdays in a row. Maybe they'll go for a third, or Wednesday.
We could actually, we'll talk about that off air. I was going to say we could split up the next episode into 2, which we might. I don't know. We'll see to have the content. But other than that, we're excited for Westworld. That's coming out, guys. We're going to do the season finale of Fear the Walking Dead. So if there's nothing else, I think we should just end it here. And want to thank you guys for visiting, for listening, watching, commenting, rating, whatever the hell you do. We've been getting some really cool comments in the sections, and I want to thank everybody for commenting. Please keep doing that. Tell a friend about the show. Go find out about Westworld. Go watch the trailers. You can watch them on YouTube, on HBO's website at discoverwestworld.com. Go check those out because it's going to be a cool show. We're excited for it. By this time, we should have a video up about Westworld and what you can expect from the show and its predecessor and everything like that. So go check that out. And
should have gone up a few hours before this episode.
Yeah, it should be up on the same day. So, all right, guys. So I guess that's it. Get us at Third Person Pod. You can see on the bottom on all those things there on the bottom. Get us at if you're watching us on YouTube. Thank you. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, thank you. And I think that's it, guys. I think we're gonna end it here.
Wrap it up.
Fuck Kris. # Kris is a douchebag. And that's it. I guess that's it.
That's it.
All right.
Yep. Check me out on Twitch at J3X Productions. I will be streaming later this week.
That's right. You will be. And I'll be also streaming at Ronin1011. We're probably going to be dual streaming, aren't we not?
Whoa,
yes, we will be.
The streams?
We're doing the dual stream there. We got some good stuff going on over there. Mikey doesn't have any personal anything.
You can catch me streaming in my household bathroom.
Yeah.
I'll be streaming
at various times of the day after he's had large quantities of
now
liquid.
that I'm a little older, so it's more frequent.
Yeah, it's a little more, yeah. Also in the middle of the night, you can catch in the middle of the night.
You catch me in the middle of the night about 4 a.m.
Stumbling to the bathroom.
Streaming,
yeah.
All right.
And I'm not going to plug anything else, whatever, guys. Check it out. You should know about it.
Nah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Jesse?
Bye.